Welcome to This Week in Blackwood Village. Blackwood Village is a 5-mile residential town. With small, middle, low-class homes, the Blackwood Castle makes every house look unfortunate. The castle is more grand and popular than the homes all over the city. Unfortunately, the villagers dislike the Blackwoods because of their extravagant use of money, causing jealousy. The Blackwood family consists of 2 sisters, Constance and Mary Catherine, and their elderly Uncle Julian. They are the remaining relatives that live in the isolated old palace after the rest of the family were poisoned by arsenic 6 years ago. The Blackwoods lived in the castle since Mary Catherine was born. Mary Catherine is 18 years old. Speaking of arsenic, we have news that the Rochester family has died because of the poisonous arsenic. This incident happened at Blackwood Castle, where they were invited by Constance Blackwood to dinner. Investigators say that there was arsenic found in the sugar bowl placed on their dessert. It is believed that Mary Catherine has murdered the Rochester family, but no one speaks of it. Mary Catherine is a strange girl. She once said, "In my knowledge, I will kill anyone who comes near my Constance." Mary Catherine was offended by what the Rochesters believed, that Constance did not deserve to have such a grand house. Breaking news! Fire breaks out in the Blackwood Castle. Around midnight, a fire breaks out, engulfing the roof and nearly destroying the castle. Police say that Mary Catherine, Constance, and their Uncle Julian Blackwood were in the castle. All 3 made it out safely. However, there have been mixed messages of how the neighbors feel about the castle.
Let it burn! Don't let it burn! We don't care! Please! Let it
go! What's that? We found out that the cause of the fire was a smoking pipe from Charles Blackwood, the house guest of the family. He's also the cousin of the Blackwoods. Witnesses have said that Charles didn't mean to burn down the castle, but he did have a plan to control the household. Witnesses have also said that Charles was greedy, like his father, and he had a plan to visit the Blackwoods, eventually stay there, and finally steal the safe from Mary Catherine and Constance's father's room. Charles Blackwood once stated, "I can't get what I want unless they are my slaves. But one day I will walk out of that castle richer than the President of the United States." Fortunately, the castle was not destroyed. However, it is badly damaged. More breaking news. Uncle Julian Blackwood from the Blackwoods has died of a heart attack. Police reports say that hours later from the burning castle, Julian suffered a heart attack due to high blood pressure. Constance and Mary Catherine's uncle was an old man, and he was dying regrettably. However, it is suspected that the stress from the fire and underhanded ways of Charles caused him to die early. Uncle Julian had a problem with Charles because he believed that Charles's father was greedy, and he's becoming the same. Charles has also been a little suspicious of Uncle Julian's death papers. Julian hasn't liked that. Sources say that Uncle Julian screamed at Charles, "Don't touch my papers! You get away from my papers!" Uncle Julian was a promising man, and he would do anything for his nieces, Mary and Constance. After the scene of the fire, Constance kicked Charles out of the house for allegedly stealing from the castle. After all, he didn't take anything away from the castle, but he was caught stealing the safe while the house was burning. Law enforcement officials caught Charles and brought him back to the castle, handcuffed. Officers called Constance and asked her what should be his punishment. Mary Catherine, overjoyed, and already had a plan for him to be killed. However, Constance set him free, but kicked him out of the castle for good. Afterwards, Constance left immediately, and Mary Catherine smacked Charles right in the cheek of the face. Constance was raging with anger when she said, "I should have known. You were right, Mary Catherine. I should have known what type of guy he was." Constance learned her lesson for being so trusting. The roof of the Blackwood Castle was destroyed, but the hearts of the villagers became renewed. They showed grace to Constance and Mary Catherine by bringing food over to the Blackwood Castle every week to indicate that they're sorry for the trouble. This is Darien Wight with This Week in Blackwood Village. Good night.